Good morning, great to see you, and welcome to my channel, Bridget's Giving Tips About Gardening. My name is Bridget, and I'm making videos about gardening. Gardening is a useful and relaxing pastime. Read the gardening tips and learn how to plant and care for the varieties of gardens. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to update all the new videos. How to store canna bulbs. Although cannas have stems reminiscent of the ginger lily and are often called canna lily, they do not belong to the lily family. Canna lilies can grow to as 8 to 10 feet, which often have a large spread. The leaves are broad and flat, resemble those of a banana tree. Canna lilies have either a bright red orange or yellow flower that sits majestically on top of the plant and bloom from late spring to early fall. The canna lily can be easily propagated through a seed or bulb. Here's how to store canna bulbs over the winter so they can be planted come spring. 1. Take out the canna bulbs after the first frost in the fall. This is done by inserting the spade into the soil. The spade into the soils at a 40-degree angle and under the bulb. Slowly lift the spade and pry the bulb out of the ground. Shake off the soils from the bulb if the soil is kept on. Rinse the bulb off the warm water. 3. Let the bulbs to dry for 2 to 3 weeks after digging it up. Line the bottom of the bucket with newspaper. Place the row and bulb on a newspaper. Place another layer in the newspaper. On top of the bulb, place another row of bulb on top of the first row of bulb. Continue this process until the bucket is full, or you run out of the bulb. 5. Store the cover bucket in a cool, dark place. Check your bulbs periodically to make sure none are rotting. Cut away any part of the bulbs that are rotting. As long as your temperatures in the storage area doesn't drop below freezing and a raw set end, you will be able to replant the canna bulbs. Tips for growing bulbs. If you envision a garden blooming with color, check out bulbs. These hardy plants require some maintenance, but the reward is plants that can bloom year after year. The following tips will help you get to know these wonderful plants a little better. First, garden and mate gallery. When a winter family melts away, proscues, daffodils, and tulip are quick to appear. The earliest spring bloomers come from bulbs and other early structure, such as tuber and rhizomes and corm, which are land to grow, ready to grow as soon as the weather breaks. When plants in a compatible site, daffodils, snowdrop, and crocuses can spread into the large cluster. Thus paint the landscape with an early color. Long-stemmed tulips and daffodils are a wonderful flower to cut and bring indoor. Hyacinth, a dwarf in braids, and some daffodils have sweet fragrance, making them pleasurable indoors or out. Summer is made more cheerful and brightly colored summer flowering bulbs, such as caladiums, dahlias, cannas, and gladioli. These bulbs are natives to warmer climate and won't survive winter in the cold areas, but they can be dug up, stored in the basement, and replanted with warm water. Weather returns. When heat has other plants resting, summer flowering bulbs can continue to thrive. The bountiful blooms make splendid bouquets in the next season. He will give you some great tips for working the bulbs in your years round.